that came actually out of this project, or at least the guy who came up with hypertext was inspired by this MyMemex system. So what I guess I'm envisioning here is this enlarged, intimate. There's not much here. All right, just much what I'm saying. So I'm seeing we need a way to extend our human capabilities, mainly memory. And the first step for this type of system is to be able to memorize, so to speak, whatever we want to remember. And one way is to use our natural memory, and that's getting harder and harder considering the explosion of the information out there. So today I see students, like right now, there's judges here, they're with their laptops taking notes on their keyboards, right? So that's great, you know, they'll remember my presentation here, hopefully. But the minute they stand up and they go and talk to somebody else, well, they have to now remember what they talked about, and they wouldn't be able to write this down. So what I've been working for last, I'd say, 4 months is a user experience of how to change this to what I am right now. So I have this one-hand chording keyboard that acts as a full keyboard, so I use it 100% of the time. I don't use any other keyboards other than that for the last 4 months. So what I wanted to do in this hackathon is implement a very simple thing. To be able to type on this, that's called a Twiddler. It's commercially available since '97. Also, in case you think it's some innovation or any such something. So there's a new version, by the way, that wouldn't have the chord. So what I wanted to do is to be able to type with this Twiddler, and I don't have to see everything I type. So that's another thing. I want to change how we completely immerse in typing when we do it, and instead make it more glanceable. Kind of what a lot of people who are suggesting us how to design for glass were alluding to, that it needs to be. It shouldn't require your whole attention. You should still be able to talk like right now I'm talking and maybe write a couple words here and there. But sometimes I do want to look at what I type. For example, if I type the phone number, I want to see that that's the right phone number and I didn't mistype 4 instead of 3, for example, right? So that's the only thing that I wanted to do, and that's what I've been working on last 24 hours, is that pretty much a way to display on glass information that I type on these twiddlers that I have connected to a smartphone over USB. Unfortunately, I don't know if anybody had experience with Bluetooth and connectivity of glass. It's not quite as easy as it may seem. So I don't have any demo to show. I think I am getting close, but I think it will take more than 24 hours to finish it up. The main thing I want to present is the whole idea that you don't have to sit down. You don't need to have a full laptop in front of you or the full keyboard in front of you to be able to remember something. You should be able to just remember it using, say, one hand. So a lot of people want a hands-free interface, and voice is supposed to be that type of answer, I guess, to this hands-free interface. But if I'm talking right now, every one of you use voice to take notes, that would be a nightmare, right? So, so this is an alternative. It's not quite hands-free. It's mostly hands-free. When I need to write something, I write down something, but it is at least one hands-free, for sure, and that one is mostly free. So this is mostly an experience rather than, I guess, as an app. So as far as technology, you always ask what technology has been used, so GDK, high frequency update, live cards. I do want my already abysmal glass battery life to serve at least most of the day, if not the whole day. So battery consideration, I think, is the biggest problem that I'm seeing. and I'm trying to see how not to cause a huge drain on it. Any questions? All right, thank you.
All right.
Quick question: is that derived from the work that Pat Starner and Steve Mann used at MIT in the lab back in the day?
Well, it's 1945, right? So this is before that Starner. But yes, that Starner uses Twiddler, right? But MemeX derived from memory and expanded. It's portmanteau of those two words. But yes, that Starner, I'm glad you know. Yeah. I'm not the only one who uses that. Yes, please.
So you've been using Twiddler now for a couple months. How much can you type, and how much do you think how many words per minute, or how many words will they take down? What will they want to?
So considering that I'm a software engineer and I don't use anything, I don't use any other keyboard. Like right now, all the notes that I've taken with my speed of typing is about let's see, I think right now it's about 40 words per minute, which is a little worse than I do on the normal keyboard. I used to do on a normal keyboard, but considering that it's my left hand, not dominant hand, I think I can still be a little better than that. But yes, it does take practice, as with everything. You know, touch typing is not simple to learn at the beginning. Any other questions? All right, yeah. One more, sorry. I'm sorry? Well, it's when you say Dvorak, then usually you again talking about the full keyboard. This one has only 12 keys, and how it works is that in order to type a letter, you just press 2 or 3 at a time in combination. Interestingly enough, it does not require looking at it. So, you know, like on my normal keyboard, I still sometimes look for like a pipe character or, I don't know, some characters that I don't use that much. I have this tendency to look at the keyboard. This one, there's no way to look at it, right? You know, I can do like this. Besides, there's no real estate to show even there. So you kind of forced to remember, and you can type without looking really. All right. Thank you.